So I think the biggest challenges right now is just the condition of the facility in general. So for example, the track, we can't use a couple lanes in competition because it's just deteriorated over time. I think that by investing in that helps our track team. We could then be eligible to host regional sectionals, which would be a great opportunity for our kids to be able to compete at that high level on that home field. Franklin also uses our track for their middle school conference meets and stuff too. So that'd be another opportunity to increase the number of competitions that we have for our middle school available as well. The field condition, with it being natural grass, we have to protect it throughout the year, making sure that it stays in shape for just our own events that we're hosting, whether that's soccer, whether that's football. So our soccer team is missing out. If they were able to host a playoff game, they wouldn't be able to play on their home field because the WIA has a rule prohibiting natural grass that are shared fields being used. So they would lose the opportunity to host for that. And again, Franklin also utilizes the fields here for their football teams. But then if we did have the artificial turf, then it would also expand it to be, we can include more teams and also more outside groups that are interested in using the facilities as well. With the concession area in particular is the idea that we have to turn off the water out there because there's no heat in the concession area, but that's also access to our bathrooms then as well. So when we have our spring sports start back up, we have to bring in porta potties for people to use because we can't turn on the water until the temperature is steadily above 50 degrees because we don't want the pipes to burst out in that concession stand. So by doing that provides a great opportunity for us to continue to use that facility and then eliminate a cost in the porta potty rentals that we have to do every spring. And then the press box is in bad shape too. The subfloor is rotting out, which is becoming one of those things, everybody gets in there and, they feel a little uneasy, and just making sure our facilities are safe, not only for our people, but our guests that come here. And it gives us a pride point as a community that we have, good facilities that people feel safe at. So our weight room is in pretty severe disarray right now. There's a large crack that goes through the floor that you can see from below. So the weight room's on the second floor. When you're on the first floor and you look up, you can see the crack that is developing through. And the weight room's just not important for just our athletes, but it's the whole school, right? Continuing them, teaching them skills to be healthy individuals throughout their whole life. Right now, our gym space looks beautiful. I'll say that it looks great, but we're missing like some of those subtle quality pieces that make our guests, our athletes, the officials that work there, our workers during the games comfortable during that. And again, it also kind of borderlines into that health and safety aspect. And the big thing is being the lack of air conditioning in the gymnasium. So being able to provide a climate controlled environment to make sure we're not competing when we get into that early summer competitions like volleyball and stuff like that, or late summer competitions of volleyball. Then we run into the issue where the gym is looking at over 80 degrees and we lose officials, which are already hard to come by for that stuff because they don't want to work in a gym that's going to be sweltering hot for 3-4 hours a night. Sports, we ask our kids to do a lot in the off season and throughout the season, whether that's academically or in the weight room, to make our athletics the best they can. And I think when they see at East that they have the turf field or they go to, almost any other opponent in our conference has turf field at this point, and they go there and they see that stuff, they question why they don't have those things, and they maybe think that they're not deserving of those things.